Let's solve some problems here. 2.25 times 5 equals. So this problem, you can solve this by directly multiplying 2.25 by 5, or you just have to add 2.25 to itself 5 times. So we can write 2.25 times 5 as this one, and this is just equal to 11.25. Or we can just simply multiply 2.25 directly by 5, and then writing the answer in its correct decimal places. So the answer here is 11.25. Factor the following expression for x cubed minus 12x squared. Now to factor, we just have to extract the common factor in the expression, or the common terms, or the common number, or the common variables. So let's do that. We have 4x cubed minus 12x squared. So x squared here is common, and 4 is common, because we can write 4x cubed as 4 times x times x times x minus 4 times 3 times x times x. So we have 4 here, and we have 4 here too, and we have 2 x's here and 2 x's here. So we can put 4 outside and x squared. So we are left with x minus 3. So the factor of 4x cubed minus 12x squared is just equal to 4x squared times x minus 3. So the answer is this one. $27.25 rounded to 3 decimal places. So decimal places are the numbers after the decimal point. So this is our decimal point. It says here 3 decimal places, so we can write 27.25 in 3 decimal places. So we count 1, 2, 3. Okay, but the number next to 2 is 7, which is more than 5. So we just have to add 1 to 2. So we add 1 here. So this would become 27.253. So this is the answer here. Which of these choices represents one of the x-intercepts for a parabola described by this equation? So we're given the equation y equals x squared plus 2x minus 30. Now to solve for the x-intercept, we need to set y equals 0. So we can solve for x. So we can write y equals x squared plus 2x minus 35 as 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 35. And now we can solve for the value of x by factoring this quadratic equation here. So, okay, we can factor this by looking for factors of 35, that when we multiply them, it would equal to negative 35. And when we add them up, it would equal to positive 2. So the factors of 35 could be 35 and 1, negative 35, negative 1, negative 35 and 1, 7 and 5, negative 7 and 5. Okay, so maybe let's try 7 and 5. Okay, so one here, one of the factors should be negative, but our middle term is positive. Okay, that means that one of the factors, the larger number, should be positive. And the larger of these numbers here, these factors, is 7. So 7 should be positive. So our factors would be 7 and negative 5. Because when we multiply them, 7 times negative 5 is just equal to negative 35. And 7 plus negative 5 is just equal to positive 2. So we have here, now we have our factors. So we can write our equation as x plus 7 times x minus 5 equals 0. Now you can always check this one by multiplying x plus 7 times x minus 5 by using the FOIL method to check whether these factors would equal to x squared plus 2x minus 35. Okay, now let's equate our factors to 0 to solve for the value of x. Okay, x plus 7 equals 0. We subtract 7 from both sides. X here is equal to negative 7. And we add 5 to both sides. So x here is equal to 5. So the values of our x here are negative 7 and 5. So our x-intercepts would be negative 7, 0, and 5, 0. And from the choices, okay, do we have negative 7 and 5 here? So we have negative 7, this one, but we don't have 5. So our answer is x equals negative 7. We will just answer one of the solutions of the x-intercepts. And 1/2 times 2 3/4 equals. So the first thing we do here is to simplify each fraction. So we're given here mixed fractions. So we can write each of the mixed fractions into improper fractions. So we just have to, okay, we multiply 2 times 3 plus 1. So that is 6 plus 1. So this is 7/2 times 4 times 2 plus 3. 4 times 2, 8 plus 3. That is 11/4. And now we can multiply the two fractions. That is 7 times 11. This is 77. And 2 times 4 is equal to 8. So our answer here is 77/8. Now we don't have 77/8 here in our choices. So we just have to write 77/8 as an improper fraction. Now 77 divided by 8 is just equal to 9. Remainder 5/8. We can always check this by multiplying 8 and 9. So 8 times 9 is 72 plus 5. That is 77. So it's just equal to 77/8. So our answer is this one, 9 and 5/8. What is the circumference of a circle whose area is 64 pi square inches? So what if this is our circle and this is the radius? The formula in finding the circumference is just c equals 2 pi r, and the area is equal to pi r squared. So we don't have the value of our radius, but we're given the area, so we can solve for the radius. So area is equal to pi r squared. We're given the area, which is equal to 64 pi. We just plug in the area here, equals pi r squared, and then we divide both sides by pi. So this cancels out. Therefore, r squared is just equal to 64, and we get the square root of this. Therefore, the value of r is just equal to the square root of 64, which is just 8. So our radius is equal to 8. Now we can solve for the circumference. So circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So this is 2 pi times 8. So this is just equal to 16 pi inches. So the answer here is this one.